106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
What kind of monster are you? The Wolverine.
Hello, true believers. Welcome back to Heroes of Power Comic Club channel. This is Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern, so that means it's time for the Sunday Supershow Extravaganza, where we do the new comic book day previews. I'm always screwing that up, but all right, you got the point. New comic book day previews and all that stuff today and more. I'll bring on my co-host. We may have some more people show up later. I don't know. But how you doing, Flat Earth Santa?
Everybody, it's a Flat Earth Santa here. Hey.
Oh, getting all the Jello ready for all the children. It's a 365 day a year endeavor for Flat Earth Santa. There, we got Kenneth Birds here.
You ever try
Say
to
hi,
make
Santa.
you ever try to make enough Jello for all the kids in the world? It's really pain. That's why I don't like it, man.
That's why you're always in a
Only
bad mood.
coal. Put them to work as coal, shoveling coal, and then better.
Hello, I'm one of us. How you guys doing? Well, I guess we might as well get right into it. So we'll start off with the new comic book day previews for 4/16/25. A lot of stuff to get to today, so let's just get to it. All right. I just got to share the screen with everybody, and here we go. Tonight, I'm going to talk like, what's his name? And tonight, it's going to be a really big show. What's his name? Remember the variety show in the 60s? I can't remember his name. Ed Sullivan, yeah. We got the live from Liverpool. The Beatles will be here. Nope. I want to bring them back from the dead because 2 out of the 4 are dead. But yeah, you never know. Maybe we can get some kind of zombie resurrection. Glad to hear it, one of us. Thanks for being here. Let me get this. So we get this shared without it screw it up too bad. Looks like it's screwed up right now. There we go. We got it. All right, now let's get it. First up, we're going to go through these. We're going to kind of be more selective this time. Detective Comics 1096 comes out Wednesday. I'm sure that's a pretty cool cover. Glenn, look like somebody, I don't know who it is got Batman's cow.
Somebody's got the cow, yeah.
And we got a Derek Jew. Yeah, I don't know who that is. It must be this person right here in the cover C. Anyway, there you go. Nightwing 125 comes out this week. And we got a variant of him making out with Batgirl. He's always trying to make some moves on Babs. Absolute Flash number 2. Of course, there's probably a gazillion variants for that one. No, well, there's only 8 or 6 or 7, something like that. They got Ultimate Wolverine 4. I've been reading this one. You see the little green arrow there. It means it's on my pull list. Ultimate Wolverine 4. It's pretty good so far. I've read the first 2 issues. I kind of like it. We got some interesting variants here. We'll get into the variants later, though, really, because I have my picks for the week. You got Batman, Superman, World's Finest, number 38, still being written by Dan Mora. See what they got here for variants. Not really much to write home about, if you ask me. Wonder Woman, issue 20. She's been teamed up with Batman. It's still being written by Tom King. I know a lot of people are not big Tom King fans, but probably because of Glenn. It's probably because of the whole Catwoman Batman wedding debacle. I would assume it's one of the reasons that people don't care for him. Now this is Wolverine number 8. This is Legacy number 400. I believe this is volume 6 at this point. And this one's going to be, I think, a key. Also, it's a milestone issue. We got some pretty cool variants for this one. But more to come on that later because I have my pick for that one. That's one of my picks. One of those is we got TMNT number 8 from IDW, Titans 22, I read up on this one. Deathstroke is going to be forming his own team to go after the Titans. So I don't know. So you see the headstone there. So obviously Deathstroke is not dead. How many times he came back over the years, Glenn? Like a gazillion? How many times they thought Deathstroke was dead, and he always comes back, just like everybody else, right? New Gods, number 5. This is a cool story. Like there's this kid they think is going to like start the end of sometimes I can't remember all the names, but like the place where all the new gods live, New Genesis. They think it's going to this baby's going to grow up to destroy New Genesis, so they send what's his name after why am I having trouble with the names today? But they send the guy after him, Darkseid's son, the one he gave to the High Father, Orion. Orion is told to kill this kid with no questions asked, and he don't want to do it. So he goes to Scott Free, who is Mr. Miracle, and says, "You have 7 days to get that kid and get out of here. I have to go kill it. I don't want to do it. So you're the only one I know that can get away from him." So now there's a whole confrontation. It's kind of weird, but it's been a fun story so far. If you like the New Gods, it's all the Kirby universe kind of stuff. Next up, we have Exceptional X-Men number 8. Zatanna number 3. I believe they got it's always some good looking variants for Zatanna. Iron Man number 7. Catwoman 75. And usually we got there's a Prank Show variant as always. We got Spectacular Spider-Man number 14. X Factor number 9. King Spawn 44 comes out this week. It's still $2.99 for now, but I heard it's going up to $3.99 for the first. He's raised the price for the first time in a while. Red Coat number 11. I'm getting this one every month. It's a great book. It's Gary Frank and Jeff Johns. He's kind of like, he got a little Highlander feel to it with a little swashbuckling kind of thing. And he's not really a hero, but he's like a Ash from the Evil Dead. You know what I mean? He's like heroic when he has to be. Summer of Superman special number 1. But other than that, he's a sniveling coward. And we got some nice variants for the Summer of Superman. This is going to be a preview of all the new Superman stuff coming out, the Superman family stuff coming out this summer, and what they're going to be doing in the Superman story. So it's kind of like a preview comic of all that stuff. Daredevil.
Variants? Was it the Crypto one of the variants? It looked kind of cool. Yeah, that was it. That kind of looked cool.
Christy Zulo, who is she's been picking up some steam here lately. I mean, I like her. I like some of her work. Dan Jurgens does one here, which is that doesn't really remind me of a Dan Jurgens Superman. It's not got the mullet, so the super mullet. I like it. Business up front, party in the back. All right. Daredevil Unleash Hell, Red Band number 4. And of course, this is Elektra, I think, is Daredevil in it, which I really don't, that's just me. I don't care for it. Look at this. We got DC and Sonic the Hedgehog. So that's issue 2. It looks like Sonic's going to be up against Darkseid. I don't really think he stands much of a chance against Darkseid, but that's just my opinion. We got Walking Dead Deluxe 111. This is also the color reprints. Godzilla versus Hulk number 1. We got some cool variants. Yeah. And look, I like this one. I like that one. I like this one with the fight card.
Yeah, C and the boxing poster are probably the ones I'm gonna grab.
Yeah. And I like this Scott Koblish variant here. It looks like an old school kind of comic, like the old school Hulk.
Yeah.
There at the bottom. And then the Stonehouse one's cool, but I really don't like the hands on Godzilla there, but I think I agree with you on which ones are the best. So I'm hoping they have a foil one because I kind of got one already. So anyway, I might get to actually go to a comic shop again this week. I don't know yet. Superior Avengers number 1. This is part of that Doom thing. And I guess it's like his own little Avengers team. It's kind of getting interesting because what's going to happen soon is I've been reading up. Dormammu's going to come back, and he's like, I don't like what you're doing. You can't take over. I'm going to take over, or whatever kind of thing. So the Avengers have to team up with him eventually. We got Challengers of the known issue 5. from DC. Conan the Barbarian 20. Legacy of Vader number 3. Rogue Sun 26 from Image. Thundercats 14 with 29 variant covers, of course, because it's Dynamite. Let's see what we got here. All right, that's just, I mean, it's about 18 too many. And what is up with Lino here, Glenn? Dope. Okay. And I think he looks like Homer Simpson. You got this one. They changed it a little bit there with the logo behind it. So we got to have 15 different covers. And I saw an interview with Spears, and he said he doesn't do that. They just do that and decide they're going to print a bunch off because they're trying to make more money. All right. Cable, Love and Chrome, number 4. I have no idea. I'm not reading that. We got Captain America, Sam Wilson, number 4. Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger Spawn, number 5. From Image. From Marvel, we have Web of Venomverse, Fresh Brains, number 1. Okay, Fresh Brains. They got a design variant. I don't really want that. Dick Tracy, number 9. We're skipping that. Power Man Tiles, number 3. And I don't like these Garuso variants. It's like he's a bad copy of a. Now, this one's cool. G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, Silent Issue, Spirit. So this is all silent. It's all about Spirit. These right here, these Peter Smith variants are connecting. Like if you get one, they all connect. And I'm not really into that kind of thing, but there you go. We got a black and white variant. And we got Flash Gordon, number 8. Star Trek Defiant, number 26. Arkham Horror, number 4. The Terror at the End of Time. We got Mothra, Queen of the Monsters, number 2. Issue 1 just came out. Seems like it just came out the other week, but I guess it's been a while. Grim Fairy Tales, 95. We got some pretty cool variant covers for the Grim Fairy Tales. They've got a Z-rated. I don't know what Z-rated means, but is it worse than X-rated or something? But it just means their breasts are hanging out, apparently. Usagi Jimbo, 10,000 Plums, number 2. I Lie Popeye, number 4. Here's the Superman Day 2025 All-Star Superman Special Edition. It comes out this week. I got mine this week, though. I got this one. And the comic shop I went to had put it out a week early. So I got the foil one a week early. So I guess they got a blank. I might need to get that blank for Mom. We got a facsimile with Dan Mora homage to Action Comics 1. We got Superman for all seasons. That's another Superman Day special. Hack and Slash body bags, number 4. There's the actual facsimile. Joe Shuster variant. Batman 615 facsimile. Shadow of the Golden Crane, number 3. The Hive. All right, there's Sister Imperator, number 2. The first issue sold off the shelves and it's going for like $25 already. It's insane. Buried long ago, number 1 from Mad Cave. Jimmy Olsen's Super Encyclopedia, special edition, number 1, $0. This will be like a freebie for Superman Day, I guess. I might have to check that out. We got Judge Dredd magazine, $4.79. There's another Action Comics facsimile. There's the Fantastic Four, issue 4 facsimile. We got Marvel Comics presents Marvel Star Wars Beyond Victory, number 1, $0. Must be another freebie. There's Amazing Spider-Man. I guess that's just one of those exclusives. And there's an Action Comics blank. All right, I think we got through it. I didn't really look at the chat because I'm stupid. Hello, Pilsner. How you doing there, brother? I think Glenn went away for a minute.
I'm right.
He's
I'm back.
He's back. He had to go get his pizza or check his pizza in the oven. So we got through that. I just kind of glazed over some of them because there wasn't really much. I mean, I don't really, some of the indies, I don't think nobody really cares about. Maybe that's just my opinion. But we got The next segment we're going to do is new key issues of the week. This is like the new keys coming out this week. Let me get to sharing the screen here. And here we go. This is a short list. Usually it's a short list, but I always put the graphic up because it helps me figure out where to edit at. All right. For this week, we got Absolute Flash number 2. This will be the introduction of Gorilla Grodd to the Absolute Universe, which, if, in my opinion, I don't know about you, Glenn, but it means absolutely nothing to me because Gorilla Grodd was first appearance was years and years ago. Batman, Superman, World's Finest 38. Yep. This is part of the We Are Yesterday crossover part 1. I mean, I just don't take much stock in, like, you know, when they have alternate reality or Elseworlds or Ultimate Marvel, like, okay, this is the introduction of Gorilla Grodd, because, I mean, why? Who cares? We know who Gorilla Grodd is.
It all along. They've been doing it like for, you know, Superboy of Earth or Superboy Prime of Earth 2 or whatever. They've been doing that for a long time. Yeah, for years.
Free Comic Book Day 2025 Mega Man issue 0 for 2025. So it's not released yet. This, I guess, coming out. Video game legend Mega Man returns with all new comics from Udon and this special one-shot adventure. Another Free Comic Book Day 2025, but this doesn't come out for another. Is it New Comic Book Day on May 3rd? All right, I'm pretty sure New Comic Book. I don't know why this is on here right now, but anyway, the Phantom Free Comic Book Day book. Mad Cow or Mad Cave. Looks like another Mad Cave. We got Speed Racer Free Comic Book Day. I'll know continuation of Tatsuya Yoshida's classic. Street Fighter versus Rival School number 1. That's a new series. Here we go. Round 2 versus Incredible Hulk. Godzilla versus Incredible Hulk number 1. Sister Imperator number 2. This is a 4-issue limited series from Tobias Forge, the front man of Ghost, whoever that is.
Look at all the keys in that thing, and look at all the keys in this one coming up.
There really isn't any, but this one, look at these keys there. This one's cover of Super Special number 1, and this will have the marriage of John Henry Irons, aka Steel, marrying Lana Lang. Okay, congratulations, Lana and John. Superior Adventures number 1 will be the first team appearance of Superior Adventures. It's also a One World Under Doom tie-in, and this one is the Titans 22. Says Deathstroke assembles a team. It doesn't say what team; it just says Deathstroke assembles a team. We'll find out what a team is.
He goes to the store to buy groceries.
yeah, and some lottery tickets and cigarettes, and never comes back home. Web of Venomverse, Fresh Brains 1, and it's going to be the first appearance of Venom Mouse.
Oh my God!
The first appearance of Katie Power bonded with a symbiote, and it will be the first appearance of a new version of Eddie Brock. So there you go. Spend your money now. This one's going to be worth millions one day. It's going to have that Venom Mouse in it. Next up, we got a Wolverine key. Wolverine number 8. The adamantine is fully revealed. They find out that adamantium is actually has a spirit called adamantine that comes in and possesses like all the other people that have adamantium, like Lady Deathstrike and Omega Red, people like that. And this will be the 400th issue, so this will be a milestone issue. And you got this beautiful Wolverine number 8, Daniel Warren Johnson variant, which I have pre-ordered and will be getting soon, I hope. And there you go. That is the new keys of the week. Is there anything on there grabbing you guys by the boo-boo? Not really me, but we got, hey, Nerdy Geek, how you doing? And we got Pilsner saying, it's like first appearance of a movie character in a comic 25 years later. Force a key. Absolutely right, Ron. Absolutely right.
All right. You never know. Venom Mouse may be the new
Jeff the Shark.
Yeah, it could be Marvel Rivals. Suddenly, here's Venom Mouse.
What if Venom Mouse is the next Miles Morales? I'm going to just quit collecting comics.
Yeah, just buy one, just in case.
How about this? Okay, it'll be in $1 bin. I'm not going to worry about it. All right. Hey, Bruce, how you doing? All right, now it's time for. I mean, I enjoy this segment myself, even if I don't know if it's that popular, but who cares? Variant covers of the week. My picks for variant covers of the week. You like that graphic? It's pretty cool. Crypto's a good boy. And showing that, we got the thumbnail, and I might as well show you my first pick is Summer Superman, the Chrissy Zulu variant. There you go. Crypto being the good boy he is. We got this David Aja cover for a variant cover for Ultimate Wolverine #4. Looks eerily similar to Weapon X cover I remember I think I have in my collection. So we got kind of I think we can say it's an homage. This is the David Nakayama cover for Wonder Woman this week. Very nice. She's been working with Batman here lately. And as we were mentioning, the Wolverine #8. Here you go. Daniel Warren Johnson doing a variant for Wolverine 8. I think it looks pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of Barry Windsor Smith a little bit. Then we got the Frank Cho variant for Catwoman this week. Very nice. Very nice. There's the Gabbert variant for Hulk versus Godzilla. Yep. Looks like a boxing poster. This is the Mateus variant for Grim Fairy Tales this week. Very nice. Very nice. I don't know. And this one, we got the, I thought I'd put this one on here just because I got it. So there you go. Summer Superman foil. That is the Frank Whiteley foil reprint. And I put this one on here. This is Dan Mora doing an Action Comics homage. I think it looks really great. And I picked this one for Hulk too. Hulk versus Godzilla. I just like the classic Hulk look there. You know what I mean? And you got, it kind of looks like also, the Godzilla #1, the one I got from you.
Yeah.
Does that not look kind of like him in that scene? Remember, he's like,
it's got that trimpy sort of vibe. Yeah. And Hulk, he's got that JR trimpy sort of Hulk vibe. Yeah. You remember, like, I had one of those little where one you had like 9 pieces and one was missing, and you had to like move it around to make the picture. That's what that Hulk looks like to me.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. And then I picked Mark Spears, Petra or something's his name. I think I can't remember his name ever. Anyway, there you go. That's my variant covers of the week. And now it's time. We're moving right along at breakneck speed, actually. Here we got this next up. We have the trending 20 comics of the week. This is, of course, per the Key Collector app. So without any further ado, let's get into it. And I'll share the screen for this. I got the Key Collector app up already. Here you go. There we go. And I haven't looked at this list yet, so this is going to be a surprise. I usually look at it beforehand, but we got Love Everlasting #1 from Image from 2022. In this ongoing romance series, a woman discovers that she is trapped in an endless cycle of a problem to be solved, a man to marry, and every time she falls in love, she disappears into another teary saga. Sony Pictures to adapt Tom King comic with a screenwriter, Joan Goldman. No, thank you. There's a 1,900% increase in copies sold this week. Oh my God, are you kidding me?
So, all right. So 1,900 got sold from 0 to 1,900.
Yeah. Basically, there was 0 being sold. Now, here's what I'll tell you, though. Remember last week, I reported on this being a key issue coming out, and look at it now. Already at the gate, it's $10. First cover appearance of Hell Hulk, Hellmarine #5. So 600% increase in copies sold this week versus the previous week. Second consecutive week on the Key Collector Comics trending 20. So you never know what's going to happen. All right. Devil May Cry. I missed out on that one. I'm not going to lie. I didn't like where it was going, so I didn't read it. So they kind of missed me on that Hellmarine. I kind of think they're trying to oversaturate the market with Spider books, Wolverine books, but whatever. Devil May Cry #1 from 2004. Did you play this game? I used to love playing this game.
Yep.
It's a $15 high grade comic book adaptation of the popular video game from the early 2000s. There's been a 420% increase in copies sold this week after Netflix animated series premiere announcement of a second season. Yep. All right. Let's see where we're at. Let's see if anybody's anything in the chat. Okay. We got Batman the Dark Knight, #3. This is a beautiful cover by David Finch of White Rabbit. There you go. Very lovely. Very lovely. Good job by David Finch there. High grade score about $15. It's a 350% increase in copies sold this week versus the previous week on a rumor. Just a rumor, by the way, posted to the Peacemaker 2 IMDb page that Bray Noel will depict White Rabbit in the upcoming season. Last week, Batman the Dark Knight 1 ranked on the trending 20. So this is about a high grade, about $15. Mid grade 5. It's really a beautiful cover, though. I like it. Very cool. It's part of the new 52, huh? I'm gonna have to check it down one day. We got Ultimate Spider-Man #1, first print, first appearance of Richard Parker II. This book is going for $70 in a high grade, mid about 15. I have the third print. I kind of missed on this one, Glenn. Like when it came out,
yeah,
I was like, should I get it? I said, and then it started going for like $70 or $25, and it went to $50. Now it's at 70, and I missed out.
Been higher. I've seen.
Yeah, so it might have dropped a little bit, but there's been a 343% increase in copies sold this week. It doesn't say why. I guess because people want it. Eventually, I'm gonna have to get it. I've been putting it off. Now here we got the first full appearance of Nathaniel Richards. Fantastic Four, $273. I have this book. It's a $25 book in high grade. Mine's pretty high grade. There's been a 320% increase in copies sold this week versus the previous week due to speculation Robert Downey Jr.'s character may be an alternate universe relation. So there you go. It's also the origin of Kang Prime in this book. All right, let's check the chat again. Okay, nothing going on. All new Venom #1. It's still $5, which is a cover price. So it's the first appearance of the all new Venom, later revealed to be Mary Jane Blossom. We're passing this one up. Sorry, I don't like that. All right, Spawn 122. First appearance of Nyx, later becomes She-Spawn. Is She-Spawn that other character, Scorch? Is that her?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's her first appearance, 2003. High grades, about $45. A lot of these were low print run when you get into some of the hundreds and 200s, right, Glenn?
In the high 100s and about mid 200s is where the low print runs are.
I just picked up Scorch #1 for $3 off of Cheap Comic Collectors because it was Todd McFarlane did the cover. 250% increase in copies sold this week. Hey, another book I just got this week. This is, of course, an iconic cover by Jim Lee. Uncanny X-Men 268 revealed that Wolverine, Black Widow, and Captain America knew one another in World War II. And you know what, though? Even in 1990, the math didn't math for me on this one. Okay? How does she look like that? Was she like, even if she was like 5 years old in World War II, how come she still looks like that? I just don't understand. Was she?
It's comics.
Genetically manipulated or something, I guess. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know that she would have looked that hot. All right. Okay. Anyway, 233% increase in copies. This also shows the origin of the person being between Cap America and Wolverine. High grades about 25, mid for about 8. Avengers 43, first appearance of Red Guardian, husband of Natasha Romanoff, the Black Widow. Well, they really retro-conned that, didn't they? Because that was her dad in the movie.
Yeah.
All right. Got away. Been a 200% increase in copies sold this week, probably because the Red Guardian will be in the Thunderbolts movie. High grade's about $280. You get a low grade about $30. We got the premier issue of the Secret Wars #1. This is not the Marvel Comics Superheroes Presents. This is the one they released in the 2015 Secret Wars #1. Great cover, though. I believe is this Alex Ross.
Looks like it.
And this is the premier issue of that 9-issue series, Incursion of the main Marvel 616 universe and the alternate universe. That's when they kind of ended it for good. And now they started back. 200% increase in copies sold this week. Next up, we have Radiant Black #1. Hey, shout out to Comic Tropes. He's done some covers for this this series. This is from 2021. I heard it's really good. I've never read it, though. This is a high grade. Goes about 12. First appearance of Radiant Black. First appearance of Marshall. Later becomes second Radiant Black. First cameo appearance of Radiant Red. Preview of Infernal Girl Red, a.k.a. Dragon Girl Red. You can get a high grade copy about 12. But I bet you could find this in a bargain bin somewhere. Somebody just didn't know what it was. So happy hunting out there, guys. Here's another book. Izzy was just talking about getting this the other day. Sentry #1. I think it was on Only Slabs. And pretty cool character. I actually like Sentry a lot. I've been looking to get this book. But it's a little high, $80. This is, of course, the first appearance of Sentry. The first appearance of the Void, the dark aspects of Sentry. And at the San Diego Comic Con last year, Lewis Pullman stated his character's name is Bob in Thunderbolts. Obviously. So, yeah, the character Bob Sentry is going to be in Thunderbolts. So there's been 186% increase in copies. So, and I think.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was saying that, and it's hard to get in high grade. Like the black and the back is too.
And the next one, this is the one, fans are always hoping these two are going to get back together, but Marvel Comics is never going to allow it, guys. So you might as well forget it. This is Amazing Spider-Man Annual 21 from 1987. Of course, this is the marriage of Peter Parker and Mary Jane Watson. And end of an era. Oh, we had it. We don't know how good we had it back then, kids. All right. 150% increase in copies sold this week versus the previous week. You can get a high grade copy for about $15. But, I have seen this book in dollar bins before. I'm not going to lie. Maybe not in high grade, but I have seen it. Now, where's Boggs at when you need him? Here's the iconic Andy Kubert X-Men 24 cover. I know he loves that because he loves Rogue and Gambit. And I like Rogue and Gambit too. I don't know if I don't have this one. I need to get this one for my run. But it's been 122% increase in copies sold this week, probably just because it's iconic, I guess. A lot of people like that cover. I'm a big fan of Andy Kubert and his dad. Next up, we have Omega Man #3, first appearance of Lobo, an intergalactic bounty hunter. Of course, Jason Momoa will be playing Lobo in a movie soon. I think going to be in Supergirl Moment of Tomorrow movie coming out. James Gunn. Been 118% increase in copies sold this week. High grades about $100. You can get a mid-grade copy about $30. Here you go. Second appearance and first cover appearance of Gambit. Although I don't know. I mean, is it first appearance, second appearance? People always argue about it. I know he was in the annual, but there you go. It doesn't really diminish the value of this book, though, does it, Glenn? Because everybody still wants this one.
Yep.
First chronological appearance of Gambit in story and continuity. X-Men Annual 14 went on sale 3 weeks before this issue, and it's often considered the first cameo appearance of Gambit. This one implied that this appearance is brief, though. He appears in 15 panels throughout X-Men Annual 14, with at least 10 instances of dialogue. High grades, about $150. A really great cover. Lows, about 15. Get a mid-grade for about 50. You got the rat, extra 24. You got, and the Mexican foil, cool Pilsner. Next up, we got, I got this one, Uncanny X-Men 251. That's an iconic cover by Mark Silvestri. Is this book really $40 in high grade?
Still, yeah.
All right, 108% increase in copies sold. Next one is we got a newer comic couple on the next one. Absolute Batman #1. Where are we at? I lost it. There we go. Premier issue of the ongoing series. Introduction of Alfred Pennyworth as an MI6 agent. Introduction of the Absolute Black Mask. Let's not say it's Black Mask because that's not his first appearance. This is the first appearance of the Absolute Universe Black Mask. So, and spoiler alert. Parents aren't dead in this one. Or both of them are. His mom's still alive. All right. Next up, and lastly, All New Venom #5. Identity of All New Venom revealed to be Mary Jane Watson. And we're done because I don't really care. That's stupid. They should have done that. There you go. All right, we're through with that. All right. There is your trending 20 comics of the week. And now let me get set up for the other one. I don't know. What do you guys think of that stuff? Anything good there you're going to get, or anything you have on that list that you didn't know was on the Hot 10? I don't know. All right. Next up, we have another segment. This is my next segment of the day. This is going a little faster. I'm kind of like need to slow down a little bit on this next one, I think. It's not going to even be an hour. We got the Hot 10 Comics of the Week according to the Key Collector app. And let's go get into it. I haven't looked at the list yet today. I didn't have time today. I was visiting with my family was here. But, and I had to talk to...
See if you can guess at least 4 of them, because I guarantee you can.
Four what?
4 of the top of the 10.
What did you say, Glenn? I didn't really hear you.
I was saying the chat can guess 4 of the 10.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Here's the Hot 10. We got Daredevil 11. This is the first appearance of Muse, who's already on from the series. But everybody's like, "Oh, they killed Muse off." Like, he was he was going to be nothing but a side character on that show anyway, because the real bad guy is Kingpin. Daredevil number 11. Although they didn't do him right because he didn't have the, Matt Murdock was supposed to not be able to sense him because he got some kind of ability to avoid his radar lock ability, whatever. 9.6 sold for $188 in March, 25% increase. A 9.2 sold for $140, which is a 56% increase in copies. And you get a mid-grade, a high grade for Raw for about 65, looks like. Mid for about 15. You'd probably do better than that, I'm sure, if you were on Whatnot or something. All right, next up we have Silver Surfer number 1 from 1968. This is the first ongoing Silver Surfer series, and this is the origin of Silver Surfer, origin of the Watchers, and first appearance of Shalla-Bal. Of course, Shalla-Bal will be the Silver Surfer in the Fantastic Four movie, apparently. That's kind of lame, but we'll see how it works. Maybe they'll bring Silver Surfer back too. I don't know why they're doing it that way, but Julie Garner will be playing Shalla-Bal in the Fantastic Four movie. All right, let's check out the chat, see if anybody says anything here about that. Any opinion? So I look forward to the Toxic Avenger team up in June. Is it true that Toxic Avenger is going to be teaming up with JC? If you know what I mean, if you know, you know. All right. All right. Next up, we have Noble Causes Family Secrets number 3 from Image Comics 2002. This is the first cameo appearance of Invincible. Mark Grayson in the story. First cameo appearance of Fire Breather, later adapted into a Cartoon Network movie. Here's the cover for this one. And this week's record-breaking sales, previous high in brackets. A 9.8 of this book sold for $400 this week. Or this week. That's a 14% increase. A 9.4 sold for $130. That's a 53% increase. Transaction for this week that sold for higher than the previous 12 months average. 9.6 sold for $150, 25% increase. 3 copies outsold the average on that of a 9.6. After recently being featured in Nick's Picks category combined with the continued success of the Invincible animated series, this much-deserved key issue has finally made its debut on the Key Collector Comics Hot 10. There you go. Next up, Omega Man number 3, first appearance of Lobo. Kind of have some cross-germination going on here today. Number 7 on the Hot 10 this week, a 9.8 sold for $350 this week. You can get a raw copy for about $100, high grade, mid for about $30, low for $10. 4 copies, 4 9.8s outsold the average this week. 9.6 sold for $190 this week. 37% increase. 6 copies of a 9.6 outsold the average. Then they had a 9.4 went for $130. So this book's still going kind of up. After the Minecraft movie hit theaters, audience goers are also comic fans may have been interested in the silly side of Jason Momoa. Not me, said I, but okay, we'll continue. I don't know. I really have no desire to see Minecraft. No desire at all to see Minecraft. All right, I don't know what's wrong with my screen. It looks real tiny, but we're going to continue. Strange Tales 169 will be number 6 in the Hot 10 this week. This is the first appearance of Brother Voodoo, Jericho Drum, later renamed Dr. Voodoo. I guess that's after he went to medical school for 6 years, and they called him Dr. Voodoo. All right, so there you go. There's Brother Voodoo, Strange Tales 169 from 1973. High grade copy in Raws, about $400. I don't believe that, but we'll see. 9.0 sold for $395 for 3% increase, and the 4.5 sold for $150. Brother Voodoo's first appearance is becoming less of an anomaly on the list, showing considerable staying power with the third consecutive week of qualifying sales. Next up, this book just keeps showing up on this list. Amazing Spider-Man 300, first full appearance of Venom. Iconic Todd McFarlane cover, often homaged even by the creator itself. 9.8 sold for $2,800 this week. I kind of say it's one of the most overpriced books there is out there. 9.6 sold for $950, 11% increase. And 9.2 newsstand sold for $625, 6% increase. A 7.5 newsstand sold for $400, and so on and so on. This is Venom's 9th week on the Key Collector Comics Hot 10. All right, let me take a break. Yeah, that's what she always says, Pilsner. All right, never mind. Amazing Spider-Man 252, number 4. First appearance of Spider-Man's black costume. Cited as being tied with Marvel Team Up 141 for the first appearance of the symbiote costume. Cover art inspired by Amazing Fantasy 15. A high grade copy is about $185. Mid grade's about $55. Transaction this week that sold for higher than previous 12-month average. Hold on, let me get a drink of water. A newsstand 9.8 sold for $1,490 this week, which is a 9% increase. There was a 9.6 newsstand that sold for $425 this week. That's a 10% jump. Well, that's a big difference, though. Look at this. A 9.8 newsstand sold for almost $1,500. But somebody bought a 9.6 newsstand for $425 graded. So,
Yep.
And then it just keeps dropping off. A 9.4 newsstand sold for $310, 20% increase. So if you don't really look for the 9.8, this book is kind of still affordable. I mean, it looks like it. Anyway,
you probably pick it up for about $150.
Yeah,
Decently high grade, raw.
Okay. Yeah, and we got a perennial classic. This is a blue chip book, if there ever was one. Giant Size X-Men number 1 from 1975. First appearance of the new X-Men: Storm, Nightcrawler, Colossus, Thunderbird. All first appearances for those characters, and it's the third appearance of Wolverine, the crazy Canuck. Many resource labels. This is the second full appearance of Wolverine, and the Incredible Hulk 182 has a second cameo. That's kind of splitting hairs, if you ask me. This is also the first appearance of Ilyana Rasputin as a child, who later becomes Magic. It also introduces Krakoa, the living island. It's also the first use of the sound effect snick associated with Wolverine's claws when he pops them out of his fist. It's number 3 on the Hot 10 this week. A 9.8 sold for $36,000 this week. 8.0 sold for $3,100. A 5.0 sold for $1,699. A 4.0 sold for $1,299. If anybody has a 0.5 copy out there, holler at me. This is the highest graded. The highest graded copy is a 9.9 on the census. It sold for nearly $170,000, nearly 6 times that the 9.8 average goes for. That's pretty crazy. It's a book that I will never probably be able to afford unless it's ungradable. All right, Amazing Spider-Man 14 from 1964. This is the first appearance of the Green Goblin. First battle of Spider-Man versus the Hulk as well. High grade goes for about $6,000. This week a 7.5 sold for $250. I mean, 7.0 sold for $3,099, $999, and on the end, 1.8 sold for $980.
How much?
Next up, we have another
900 for
X-Men
what
banger on the list. For the a 7.5 of ASM 14 sold for $4,250.
No. I meant
1.8
the
sold for $980.
Okay. Jesus. I paid
Yeah.
up on mine, but I mean not even. I think I paid around $900 for my copy, and it's about a 5.5.
Well, it's really went up because it's like $2,575 for a 5.0. A 5.5 went for $2,850. All right, next up, another X-Men banger, X-Men 94. Second team appearance of X-Men that debuted in giant size. Second appearance of Storm, Nightcrawler, Colossus, Thunderbird. Fourth appearance of Wolverine. First appearance of Dragonfly. The high grade's about $800 for this book. And the graded comics sold this week. A 9.8 sold for $52,800. That's a 36% increase from the $38,736 sold previously. But look how far it drops off to 9.4, Glenn. A 9.4 sold for $3,399 this week.
Yep.
That's insane to me. A 5.0 sold for about $399. That's more my jam. If I was going to get it, it's probably going to be a 5.0 or a 4.0. This
One
is the third
color
week.
breaking tick. That's all it takes.
All it takes to cost you over $40,000. All right, and that's the last one. That's the list. There you go. We got through this one quick. That was your top 10 comics of the week.
Nice.
Yeah,
I knew you'd be able to pick some or guess some.
And I'm not stinky. I smell wonderful. I smell like roses. All right. I paid $200 for my Price's comic book. All right. And next up, now we have the my favorite part of the list. My favorite part of the show. I mean, here you go. Let's do it real quick. And this is our last segment of the day. We kind of got through this one fast today. And this, of course, is, if I can get it to work, out of context panels of the week. I've picked about 15 or so out of context comic panels, or panels that can be taken out of context. And here we go. Let's get into it. Here's the first one. Oh, stop that talk. Come on. I'll make you some fudge for you. No, Marion. I don't know why I thought that was funny, but all right. They're not all winners, but some of these are funny. I promise. Next one. This is the only way. Okay, what are y'all getting ready to do on that snowbank? Weirdos. Go inside where it's warm. This is Robot's like, now to find those babies. Oh, what are you going to do with the babies, Robot Man? I don't like the sound of that. And now I think we got Archie and Jughead up to no good again. I only said baby. If you want to finger somebody, why don't you watch your house? These guys are perverts, man. I'm telling you, Archie and Jughead, you got to watch out for them guys. Next one, we have Diana, you're so low. No, Hal, naughty. Naughty Hal. We got Superman here with Jimmy Olsen. The next morning in court, then some Boy Scouts heard you banging on the door, freed you, and gave you clothing. There was no antidote. The effect wore off after 2 days. Okay, but Jimmy, where is the counterfeit money at? I'm no good, Superman. I've failed you. I had to have breakfast, so I ate the money. He ate the money. What? Okay. Jimmy Olsen needs to be put in one of those special buses and go to school again. All right.
Use the money to buy something to eat.
Yeah, why didn't you buy something to eat with it? What the hell's wrong with you, Jimmy Olsen? You could have paid him back with real money later. And by the 3rd year overseas, I was one of the boozers on every 3-day pass. Look at, they're just living it up. Must be like an army thing. I don't know why I thought that was funny, but you know. Yes, they are kind of dumb. Parallax. In the 60s, it gets kind of weird. Next up, we have Wonder Woman tied in all kinds of knots. The mask turns her back. And then Wonder Woman something goes into action. I can't read that. There's like a text over it. But anyway, she's really contorted herself there. Wonder Woman's always, you notice this in the 40s, she's always tied up. All right, now this one's kind of weird, I think. Perhaps. What's he trying to get her to do here, Glenn?
You never know.
I don't know.
Maybe he just wants to talk to her and say, hey, you know, I've got a box of chocolates. Life is like a box of chocolates.
I got a box of chocolates in my pants. Right. Okay, next up we have this one.
Oh, I know what it is. His floppy disk turned into a hard drive.
Oh, yes. That's got to be it. Next up we have this one. I thought, glub, I'd never get you up, Bobby. Blub. Oop. What are you doing with Bobby, you weirdo? I will check it out. I think I've seen that movie, The Wonder Women. Is it Wonder Women or something they call it? It's about like the same. Yeah, James Marsden. Yeah, it's got Brie Larson in it. No, put it back. Put it back. Oh, that one. That could be taken out of context for real. But this one probably can too. Surprised and chasing Tarzan regains consciousness. A few minutes later, slowly there came a realization of what had occurred. Look at the gorilla grinning. Like, okay, maybe I enjoyed that one all too much. What an odd bulge in the old woman's lap. Surely her hands aren't that large, I wonder. All right. The next one. Got nickel, dimes, kilos, coke, crack feed. Oh, well, this looks as good as a place to start as any. Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for a supply of trimethylamine. You have any? Okay, this guy's got everything, apparently. What is this, a drug supermarket? Yeah, it's about the guy that created Wonder Woman. He had all these women that lived in his life and right? Something like that. Yeah, he had like 2 wives. They like lived together. Or a wife and a girlfriend. Yeah. He had a pretty strange life. He was a swinger. Here you go. Look at Lex Luthor here. In the Metropolis Palace Theater as Ventor, the ventriloquist finishes his act. Oh, he's got Superman, a ventriloquist here. Look, it's a ventriloquist dummy. So, you want to be, I can't read that.
Pals.
You want to be pals, Superman? And you say you have a gift for me. Yes, Luthor. Something sweet and sticky to symbolize our friendship. Okay. I don't like the sound of that. Next up. This huge robot nurse maid can stop those wrecking machines if I can trick it to do so. I hate to mimic a baby, but I'm desperate.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, don't smell his hand. I agree, Pilsner. I don't think you should smell his hand. Okay. It's time we went into action. You won. You wondered why I brought this banana. Now I'll show you. I don't want to know what you're going to do with the banana, dude. Just keep the banana to yourself. All right. I chose that moment to step out into the open. No. Go away, whoever you are. get behind that rock and give me those pants. All right. I think she's only got one thing on her mind. And I thought we did with this one. I thought this was cute. We got Spider-Man and Captain America. Hey, and Cap's got his cell phone out. He's like, hey, Grandpa knows how to use Street View. Cap says to Spidey, I also know 1,240 ways to kill you with a spoon. And he says, do you have a spoon? I was in the Army. I always have a spoon. Copy that. There you go. That's out of context panels of the week. And before we go, I just want to thank you guys that hung in here and watched the whole show with us, or just tune in for a second. I always enjoy having everybody here. And Flat Earth, you got anything to say? You got anything going on your channel Monday?
Yeah, tomorrow we've got bragging rights. We don't have a returning champion this week, so it's going to be 3 brand new contestants. Now, a couple are have been on before, but yeah, we've got 3 brand new contestants vying for the championship.
Great, should be fun. I can't wait to watch it again and vote. Everybody, come and watch this channel on Flat Earth Santa's channel, and come in and vote. We need people to vote for the winner. It's a great show, great game show.
Yeah, come watch, man. You really like it. It's a lot of fun, especially when they pay me extra money to make sure who wins.
Oh yeah, by the way, my check is already in the mail for my next appearance.
Nice.
Then tomorrow at noon Eastern, Bad Cinema, another episode of Bad Cinema, we'll be reviewing Motel Hell, starring Rory Calhoun. It's a wild ride. And then on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, my friend from across the pond in he's not from Great Britain. He's actually from the Spiral Dimension. Dr. Von Hoot will be my guest, so please check that out. And of course, you can always hang out on the Comic Lounge with us on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I guess that's it for us, Glenn. So I guess we'll say goodbye. Until next time, true believers, Excelsior.
Come, son of Jarrell! Kneel before Zod! Snitchy boochies.